How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all the new World Series rewards as well as some Battle Royale gameplay included. I'm going to be going through a draft and everything, but quickly let's go ahead and reveal this brand new Ranked Seasons World Series reward, bat skin, and everything included. We're looking at a 99 overall Signature Series Craig Kimbrel. Let's go ahead and take a look at his stats. He definitely has some pretty good stats on paper. However, I don't think this card is going to translate as well online. Just doesn't really have the pitch repertoire. He has a pretty easy delivery to pick up, and I don't think his pitches are going to be that competitive online at the harder difficulties, if that makes sense. But I definitely think that this is a decent card. I think that he's going to go for a lot of stubs. We're looking at the Pennant Race Division pack now with 2 new diamonds in a Orlando Cepeda as well as a breakout version of Blake Trinan. I think that these 2 cards are pretty cool. I mean, free diamonds, 93 overall, definitely a good hitter, and definitely solid for a budget team. If you don't really have the best Signature Series players, this card is definitely really good. Plays first base, so you don't have to worry about the common fielding, as well as plays secondary positions in the outfield. This Blake Trinan is also pretty good. He does throw pretty hard and doesn't really have that much of a velocity differential, but 125 clutch is going to be nice, along with those per 9s is going to definitely come into play. For making DS Division, you unlock this bat skin, which I think is pretty cool. It resembles the look of a regular bat, along with wrapped around with some barbed wire on it. So I think that this is awesome for people that don't necessarily think that bat skins are so realistic. This one gives that same bat look, but at the same time also has some cool effect to it. But for making CS Division, I was waiting for them to put this into the game, and you will be able to redeem a Live Series Diamond for this. This is going to cause the market to drop significantly for a lot of Live Series players. I don't think that this is going to be a choice pack. I think it's just going to be a situation where you get a random diamond. And then if you take a look at the contents of the World Series pack, you are able to redeem one of these 5 Signature Series players for making World Series. If you don't necessarily want the Craig Kimbrel, you do have other selections. And then they did up the ante for reaching ranks beyond World Series, going into the 1,000 rating, 1,100 and 1,200. We see an increase in stubs. It's now doubled from 4,000 to 8,000, and then also a few thousand extra XP. So let's go ahead and hop into this Battle Royale draft. I don't normally play Battle Royale all that often, but I did want to include some gameplay, kind of go over Battle Royale drafting strategy. And I always do like to mix it up. I mean, I was playing these Battle Royale games specifically to unlock program stars, to unlock Ken Griffey Jr., the Signature Series version for the program. And I just wanted to give you guys some of this gameplay as well. I got a pretty good draft so far in terms of hitters. 99 Hornsby, as well as a 95 overall Josh Bell, the Player of the Month version. So I definitely am excited to use some of these cards that I don't necessarily have on my Ranked Seasons team. Let me know what you guys think of my Battle Royale draft. Let me know what you guys would have picked, different players that you would have selected rather than players that I selected. I think that that's always cool. We can always have a discussion about what players do really well for you guys in Battle Royale. I'm always interested, and you guys can give me tips just as I can provide you tips as well. So I think that that's pretty cool. For the remainder of this video, I will have a couple games of Battle Royale, but I don't normally include the draft. I figured I would go ahead and do so in this video. I think that the World Series and the other rewards that we just had released into the game are definitely solid. I can't wait to try and unlock possibly that Tulo now that they released that Kimbrel. I don't know if he's going to make my team. I think that there are better Signature Series relievers that you can go to. But anytime I see Peter Moylan common card in a round, I'm definitely going to select him. I don't know at this point if I've filled up my starting rotation yet. I might have a couple more selections for that. But that common reliever is actually somebody that I can use. So let me know what you guys think about some of these picks. I think that that's going to be awesome to respond to in the comment section. And as well as if you guys are enjoying this video so far, please leave a thumbs up on it and subscribe if you are new. In this round, I was debating between picking the Aquino and Austin Riley. Definitely two really good young players in the MLB, and 2 cards that I would like to use in BR because they have pretty good power for bronze players. But in this round, I wasn't sure if I should take Puig or this Ryan Buchter. I figured I would go with Buchter just because you can never have too many lefties in the bullpen. And this one, I figured I would go with Reyes Maranta because he's a pretty good right-handed reliever. He doesn't really have the best control, and I figured that that might be his downfall. But at the same time, he does have really good per 9s. That's always helpful. You want to decrease the opponent's PCI size, especially when you're playing Battle Royale on Hall of Fame difficulty. The thing that usually gets me in Battle Royale is playing with, the shortened inning games are always a challenge. I think that the stamina comes into play a little bit more, where sometimes I bring in the pitchers that are already tired. There I got kind of screwed over with the silver round, and I had to take a starting pitcher, but I figured I would just go with a lefty. Andrew Heaney is somebody that I actually struggle against anytime I play against the computer or anything like that. Kind of picked up the draft there with Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez is a must pick. But what I was saying about Andrew Heaney is, like, the way that he throws the ball, he kind of moves his glove around a little bit before he throws, can be a little bit deceptive. So I figured if I was going to take a silver and actually go through with playing with this team, then I would just go ahead and pick that dude and not redraft. I figured since I was just going for wins and to get this program finished, I would just go ahead and play with whatever team I drafted. I mean, 72 power is still pretty good. 72 pitching is decent. I would like to have a couple more guys that I could go to in the bullpen, but this lineup is pretty solid. Let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay. We will be going up against a pretty good team. He's got 2 Signature Series cards, as well as some gold cards that are pretty good. Ketel Marte, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He also has his lineup pretty balanced out, especially with Will Clark as his 3-hole hitter. Hits righties pretty well, but that's not his best hitter. So you know this guy knows what he's doing in terms of building his Battle Royale lineup. And I also noticed that I tend to play at this Baltimore stadium a lot more when the program just recently comes out. Like right when the first day it comes out, if there's an event or Battle Royale I'm hopping into online, I notice that I play here more often. I feel like because people are trying to just get into the game as quickly as possible, the Orioles Stadium is the very first one that pops up. So I feel like people just hop right into the game. They don't really care what time that they're playing at, what field. They just want to get the wins. And I mean, I respect it. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. That I could be completely wrong, and I don't really have like too much data to back that up, but it's just something that I kind of noticed through playing online, trying to grind these programs out. And I've only done this where I played a lot of games like online, Battle Royale, played these events or whatever, when I was unlocking the 4th, 5th, and now 6th inning program. So I've only done this for half the programs, just something that came to my mind while I was playing these games. But this opponent was definitely a good player. I mean, I was able to get a decent lead there in the first couple of innings, go up 4-0. He responds by taking a 1-run back there, making it 4-1. Felt like I was on some of these baseballs that I ended up flying out to, but it's all good. That's going to happen in BR. You're going to end up swinging at pitches just outside the zone, having good feedback, and you're not going to get rewarded. It's all about staying consistent, and that's really what's tough about going 12-0, is staying consistent at the plate for all 12 games with the same team, a team that you're not normally accustomed to using. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get used to using a specific player when I first try them out, or get used to using their swing. And in Battle Royale, you just don't have that many innings to work with. You don't have that many games to work with before it's too late. You could potentially lose on a late hit, or you could lose on a misplay in the field. You really have to be on your game and as consistent as possible. So in this next one, this will be the final game of this video, but I wanted to include this one because we're going up against a pretty good Battle Royale opponent, someone who's gone 12-0 before. He also was streaming this game live on Twitch. He hits that home run to start it off in the first inning, and I was actually also in his stream, lurking a little bit. He was, I just wanted to check him out, check out his channel, somebody that I never really heard of. But he was talking a little bit of trash. Once he got something going, he hit a home run. Got a nice base hit there. It was an extra base hit for a double with Charlie Blackmon. Brings up Mike Piazza. And he's talking about trying to blow me out in this game. Trying to run the score up and stuff like that. So I was really trying to focus up. At the same time, I'm just trying to have fun playing this game. But I thought that was kind of funny. I never really went into somebody's stream who was talking trash about me or saying some things where I might have gotten lucky in certain situations where every hit that he hit he thought it should have been a home run, or a base knock or something like that. I just thought that was interesting to see, to hear. But I mean, this very first hit, I mean, we're both squaring up the ball. I could tell that this guy was a good player. I thought that he was having some good at-bats. I felt like he was on the baseball. He scored 2 runs there in the first inning. But, I mean, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try and have good at-bats myself. He was saying a couple things that I didn't really think were true, but I thought that were kind of funny. You'll have to check out his stream if you would like to. I will try and link the video to his VOD if it's possible. It might be muted as well. But just feel free to check it out. We do get a late base hit there. He's really complaining about that late base hit. Didn't result in any runs, but we do cut the lead in half there, making it a 2-1 game with the home run from Rogers Hornsby. And, I mean, some of these hits he was definitely hitting well. He was complaining about the feedback, which I completely get. But at the same time, it's not my fault at all. I mean, I'm just playing the game. There's nothing that I can do to control what happens. This one was great. He was complaining about this good squared up pitch. I mean, I know it was low in the zone, but I couldn't believe that he thought that this was not deserving of a hit. He thought it was a late swing. He was just going off. It was something that I never really participated in, and just something that I never experienced before. So, trying to tie this game up, though. I mean, it's a 2-1 game. Definitely a good game all around. I told him to check out the video. He could see the feedback. I just wanted him to know that I was going to post this video as well and talk about some of the stuff that happened. I mean, I only commented, good game, and check out the video. That was really all I said. This was a crazy play. A nice double play from him. He gets the tag out at first, and then the tag out at second as well. Tags the runner for a pretty crazy double play, something I haven't really seen in this year's game. But so far, a really competitive game. I mean, 2-2, back and forth ball game. Exactly what you want in Battle Royale. We get the guys in scoring position. We drive in the run with Rogers Hornsby. And Gary Sanchez is going to smack that one out for a 3-run shot. That is going to be the dagger in this game. Still, no lead is safe. This opponent is a good player. I expect him to try and come back. And I do have a couple guys left in the bullpen, but that's probably my weakest point on this team. I mean, all these hits, though, are pretty much squared up. The only one that I got rewarded on that I didn't deserve was that late hit with the pinch hitter. I think it was Serato or something like that. I don't really know who that dude was, but I brought him in off the bench. He can hit lefties pretty well. And there were times where I felt like I squared up the ball and didn't get rewarded. But we have 7 hits to his 3 hits. He definitely hit the ball as well. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I deserve to lose this game. I'm just curious. It doesn't bother me any. I'm open for the discussion. And I just thought some of the stuff that he was saying was pretty funny. I figured I would mention it. It's not that I'm trying to be negative. It's just that I figured I don't really mention those things all that often. And it was something that I had never experienced before. So I just wanted to talk about it. But this opponent is coming back in this game. I mean, 6-3 ball game. I brought in Peter Moreland with 2 outs. And he thought it was some cheese. I mean, Battle Royale, anything goes in Battle Royale, in my opinion. And Peter Moreland is a common pitcher, so I don't know what the problem is. But anyway, he thought that I got bailed out by this guy. I figured I would just include this last at-bat. He does have Ben Zobrist up at the plate, who did hit the ball pretty good in his first at-bat. Sent one up the middle, and I was able to get the pop up there to end it. So it wasn't really like a crazy BR run. It was just a 2-0 game. I thought that the content was pretty good. Put together some good offensive performances. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the World Series awards as well. And peace out.